Welcome to Lesson 3 of OC Transpo's My Transpo. In this lesson, you will learn how to book a daily trip. There are 3 types of Transpo trips. Daily trips, which are normally booked the day before, which we will cover in this lesson. Subscription trips, also known as regular trips, which are booked in advance for the same time, same day each week until you cancel them. And work schedules, for people whose work schedules often change. Note, you cannot book a subscription trip or a work schedule trip online. To book either of these types of trips, contact OC Transpo using the information at the end of this video. When booking a daily trip, you can only book the trip the day before, except for statutory holidays, which may be booked up to 7 days in advance. You must allow 90 minutes between trips and 120 minutes for rural trips. You can only book a new trip between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m., but you can request pickup times outside of those hours. If you try to reach the book trip page in My Transpo outside of those hours, you will get a page is not accessible at this time notice. To book a daily trip, log into My Transpo. From the left-hand menu, select Book Trip. A blank form will appear. The Pickup Details section is where you tell us your pickup location details. The first field, Pickup Address, is where you would like to be picked up. Your registered home address will already be in the drop-down list for this field. If you would like to be picked up from your home, simply select this address from the field. If you wish to be picked up at a different location, use the same technique we will review in the drop-off details selecting an address. When you select your home address, your information will be pre-filled, including the unit, if any, your phone number, and any pickup instructions that you already have registered with your account. In the drop-off details section, the first field is the drop-off address. This is where you would like to be dropped off. As you start to type the address, My Transpo automatically compares your address to the built-in map and makes suggestions for the address. You must select an address from the list of addresses selected by the system. Using your keyboard, you can type in the address, or you can type in keywords. For example, if you type in Walmart, you can then use the up and down arrow keys or your mouse to select a suggested address. Each suggested address begins with an icon. The name of the icon is also announced by screen reading devices. The icon that looks like a mountain, announced as location, means that the suggestion is from Transpo. These suggestions include information we need to be able to locate you in a large place with many doors and store names, such as Billingsbridge Shopping Center. Please choose a pickup address with a mountain icon for multi-door buildings. Addresses with a globe icon, announced as Google result, are general addresses listed in Google Maps. Most residential addresses have just the globe icon because they only have one entrance. Addresses with a map pin icon are addresses Google has pinpointed. They do not provide a door number. You must select your address or location from the suggested dropdown. If you do not, you will get an error message reading, "Select an address from the list of addresses suggested by the system." Once you find your desired drop-off address, including the door location, select it from the list using your keyboard or mouse. In the drop-off details, for the phone number field, if the drop-off address is your home address, your phone number will already be filled in. If it is any address other than your home address, make sure that this field is empty before continuing. In the Enter Drop-Off Instructions field, if you have any specific drop-off instructions, please enter them here. For example, if the drop-off address does not include the door information, you could enter it here. In the date and time section, the Pick a Date field will contain all valid upcoming dates for which you can book this trip. Typically, it will only be for the next day. If there are statutory holidays coming up within the next 7 days, you may also book a trip for one of those days at this time. From the Pick a Time field, select the time you would like to be picked up from the drop-down list. The time is in 24-hour format. So, 7 o'clock is 7 a.m. 1900 is 7 p.m. The times are in increments of 15 minutes. Your pickup time will be within the 30-minute window after your requested pickup time. For example, if you choose 7 a.m. as your pickup time, you may be picked up any time between 7 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. If you need an essential trip earlier than 6 a.m. or after 11:45 p.m., contact OC Transpo using the information at the end of this video. A customer service agent will be happy to help you. In the Additional Options section, from the Do You Need to Bring Mobility Aids drop-down, select Yes or No if you require mobility aids. If you select Yes, a list of mobility aids will be presented. Check the mobility aids you will be bringing with you. Even if it is a mobility aid that you use all the time, such as a wheelchair, make sure you select it from this list. From the Additional Passengers section, if you are bringing passengers, select Add Passenger. If you always have a support person with you, the support person will be listed automatically. If you need to add a support person to your list of available support persons, contact OC Transpo using the information at the end of this video. From the What Kind of Passenger drop-down, select the type of passenger that will be coming with you. If you don't have a permanent support person on file, select Occasional Support Person from the drop-down list. A support person is someone who travels with you to help you. It can be someone who helps you physically or someone who helps you find where you are going. Support persons travel for free. To have permission to bring a support person, even an occasional support person, you must have previously submitted a form to us signed by your doctor. From the Will They Have Special Equipment drop-down, select any special equipment that is required by your support person. If they don't require any mobility aids, select No Mobility Aid Required. This lets us know they don't have any special space requirements. Select Add Passenger. If you need to add additional passengers, select the Add Passenger button again. You may add up to one companion passenger in addition to one support person. Select the drop-down list and select Companion. Again, from the drop-down list, select any mobility aids required by your companion. If your companion does not require mobility aids, select No Mobility Aid Required from the drop-down list. Then select Add Passenger. If you need to travel with more than one companion on a single trip, for example, if you have 2 children, you must contact OC Transpo and we will try our best to accommodate you. If you are bringing a pet who is not your service animal, they must be added to the passenger list. Select Add Passenger. From the Type of Passenger drop-down, select Pet in a Carrier. From the Special Equipment drop-down, select No Mobility Aid Required. Note: all pets traveling with you must remain in their carriers on your lap for the entire trip. Select Add Passenger to add the pet to your trip. Once you have completed all relevant sections of the form, select the Book Trip button. From the Confirm Booking page, double-check all of your information. Your total fare, the requested pickup time, and your pickup window will all be listed here. If you need to modify any information, select the Modify Booking button. Correct any information on the form. Then select the Book Trip button. Once the information is correct, select the Confirm Booking button. You will receive a confirmation message stating your trip has been booked successfully. From this notice, you may choose one of the following actions. The Book Return Trip button creates a return trip including all of the same details as the trip you just booked, but reversing the addresses. The Book Another Trip button starts a new booking. The Trip Details button takes you to the details of this trip, and the View Trips button takes you back to your calendar or list view. To book a return trip for this trip immediately, select the Book Return Trip button. Review the information in the form and choose the pickup time for your return trip. If any of your companions will not be accompanying you on the return trip, you must remove them from the additional passengers list. Use the red X to the right of the passenger, which is also accessible via the keyboard, to remove that passenger from your passenger list. Once the return trip details are correct, select the Book Return Trip button. If any information in the form that is required has not been filled out, you must fill it out before booking your return trip. Again, you will be taken to a confirmation screen. Confirm all of the information for your return trip is accurate, then select the Confirm Booking button. You will then receive an alert that your trip has been booked successfully. You can then choose to book another trip, view the details of this trip, or go back to your trips view. From your calendar or list view, you will see all of the trips that you have booked. Ensure that the trips you have booked are displayed here and that the information is correct. You may also book a trip by repeating a trip that you have already taken. From your monthly or weekly view, select the trip that you want to repeat. The details of the trip will then appear. Select the Repeat button to book a new trip with these same details for a different date and/or time. All of the information from that trip will now be pre-entered into the form. Review and modify any information about your new trip. When booking any type of trip, you will see all of the trips that you currently have booked so you can avoid conflicts. For your new trip, based on a previous trip, select the date for your new trip. Then select the time. Modify any other information that is not relevant to this trip, including your passengers list. Once the information for your new trip is correct, select the Book Trip button. The rest of the process is the same as when booking a new trip. You will confirm your information and select the Confirm Booking button. You will then have the opportunity to book a return trip for your new trip, book another new trip, view the trip details of the trip you just booked, or go back to your weekly or monthly view. After confirming a booking, always make sure to go back to your weekly or monthly view, ensure the booking has been recorded, and double check that the details are accurate. You can view our other videos for information on viewing your trip, canceling your trip, and tracking your vehicle. If you have any difficulties, contact OC Transpo using the information at the end of this video.